everyone, it's Miss Kabumba here.
Girl, your uploads are late!
I know I'm late to the 14 days of Christmas.
Yeah, you are. You're on some extreme black people time.
But we had a few technical difficulties.
Excuses! Throw tomatoes at her! You suck.
We're going to continue this series anyway.
You don't suck, we love you! Yay! You're back! Let's get into this video!
So the question in the matter, is Christmas overrated?
Why are you such a Grinch? You need to leave! Get her out of here!
Chill out. Alright, let's get into it. I feel like the happiest some people remember being is when they're a kid. And we often hear Christmas, Halloween, even celebrating your birthday is for kids. And why is that? Why is it that these joyful holidays and celebration, we associate it with childhood? We don't associate it with adulthood very much. Why is it that kids are so joyful and excited over everything? And in your adult years, you may deal with a lot more serious things, but it's harder for you to express joy. That's what I want to get into. So come along with me while I do my makeup and talk about having joy. All right. I honestly feel like joy is something everyone should have at every age. You're not going to have it at every moment of your life because we're humans, and being humans obviously means you're going to go through all of the emotions. But that excited feeling you get over, opening a gift you really, really wanted, or just seeing snow outside. I want to talk about how the older we get, why do some people lose that, that childhood spark? I would say for me, being an artist, I feel like I do a lot of things to make inner childhood me very happy. Designing clothes, doing art, cosplaying and watching anime. Those things I've done when I was younger, and they still make me very happy. There is a quote that says, being older is about going back to all the things you liked when you were younger, but this time you're more unashamed of it, and you can afford your hobbies along with your passions. I just wish that there are more people that could be as happy as a child, Being as happy as a child, to me, that simply means being so enthusiastic about different things, being curious, because I feel like kids are so curious. That's why they're gonna ask a million questions about things, and then they're so delighted with their answer. They're like, whoa, so that's why that works. I think the older we get, we look at Christmas as just one day. For instance, in my family, we didn't put up decorations until mad late. A lot of my siblings are doing their finals. I already graduated last year, so they weren't really thinking about, decorating, watching movies together, things like that. I do feel like the older you get, you should still try to think about the things that made you happy when you're younger, because I feel like you do them now, you will be happier, period. And the thing about adulthood and what makes us joyful in adulthood, a lot of the times people talk about how much money you can make. And it's so interesting because when you're young, we talk about joy is in whatever you have right now going on in your life. That simply means obviously not having everything, but having the necessities. So a good amount of people are blessed enough to have a house, a decent / healthy family, good friends, clothes on their back, food in their stomach, and on top of that, they still get blessed with a few things that they like. Whereas in adulthood, I don't think many people are as joyful with the necessities they have. I think they're more joyful trying to get more. A lot of people associate how happy they are and how grateful they are for their life with all of the opportunities and financial abundance they have. I don't even think life is simply about only working hard. Because when you're a kid, obviously you have less responsibilities. For the most part, be in a very good mood, be joyful and excited. And the older you are, I feel like we spend less time being joyful and excited and more time constantly working. And what I mean by constantly working, I don't mean clocking into work. I mean, even if you're not clocking into work, you're always working on something. That constant thoughts of never being satisfied. Never being satisfied will lead you to being less joyful because you're constantly working towards more, which is a beautiful thing. You obviously should prioritize your time into working more, but there is a balance that's missing. Why are people happier in childhood and then a lot of adults depressed and suffering from comparison? I think the only person and opportunities you should really compare to is your past self. Compare your habits to your past self. Compare your opportunities to your past self. Compare your hard work to your past self. Once you compare with how far you've gone with you being you and separating other people from your lane, you're just going to be more joyful. The holidays are such an interesting time because I feel like sometimes it seems like the only time that many adults are happy, which is just the holidays, and then they go back to hyper fixated on what they can do to make their life better, which is a great thing, but also enjoy the life you have. You gotta enjoy the life you have. When I say enjoy the life you have, I don't simply mean constantly work, but I mean working and being proud of yourself. You're gonna tell me you're never gonna be proud of yourself because you just want to work towards more? I think if that happens one day, and unfortunately so, when you're laying in your deathbed, you're gonna look back at everything you've done, and it's gonna be so hard for you to appreciate it. You're gonna look back and think, I did all of this, but I didn't really appreciate it. I was just working for more. Keep working for more, but find your joy in your process. And don't only be joyful during the holidays, be joyful in general. Because I promise you, life is a constant series of good and bad things happening. So I really hope that you take to heart this video and remember to be joyful. The Bible does says, your joy no man taketh away from you. Do everything in your power to see the best in your situation and be joyful about the things that are going well. And if you feel like there are some things that aren't going well, try to be optimistic because you never know when your life can change for the better.
Like and subscribe.
And hit the bell.
And follow all of her social media platforms.
That's right.